time, the television championship on the line this week on Xplosion as the champ takes on a very well-known British athlete by the name of Douglas Williams.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is for the TNA Television Championship. Introducing first, from London, England, Douglas Williams.
Fresh off the heels of a very exciting UK tour, and a man who shined on that tour, Douglas Williams. He's certainly now looking for an opportunity for championship gold. He's going to have to go through the world television champion Robbie E to get it. Douglas Williams, your challenger in this title match.
And his opponent, being accompanied to the ring by Robbie T from the Jersey Shore. He is your TNA Television Champion, Robbie E.
Robbie E just fist pumping his way right here on Xplosion.
You can't get that championship title belt often, literally. He takes it out everywhere, to the airports, to the nightclubs. This man is so proud. Oh, you gotta check the list.
How do you know it's list? Because that huge words on the back of that clipboard that say the list.
Everything's bling, man. Everything is bling with this guy. There's a list right there.
There's a big list. You got Sharpie written with names on the list.
Those are people that are allowed to be near him.
What about the cameraman? Cameraman allowed to be? He has to work up and down the aisles, right?
You gotta check the list.
Except for that one guy, Scotty, that one camera guy. Should be shot.
Robbie E, Robbie T, his bouncer, his doorman, if you will.
Doorman. He's about the size of a barn door. Door. Yeah, he's a great sight.
He is the world television champion, and I'll tell you what, since aligning with Robbie T, things have worked out pretty well for the native from New Jersey.
He's got his hands full, though. I mean, listen, Robbie, he's got his hands full. He's in there with a true veteran. Journeyman, per se, a journeyman. You ever been considered a journeyman? No?
You know, I've been a few places, but nothing like Douglas Williams, certainly.
You travel so much. I mean, some people say I never leave my house, but you definitely travel so much. I mean, so you are a journeyman.
Well, I'll tell you what, Doug Williams is a guy who has wrestled all over the world.
Yes.
Japan,
Yes.
Germany, of course, his homeland in the United Kingdom for many years, and now competing in the Impact Wrestling ring and trying to get back at championship gold. I'll tell you what, one thing about Doug Williams, one of the longest reigning X Division champions in company history.
Yeah, and at that time, I mean, Douglas Williams had a completely different style than all the other X Division athletes. Where they were taking risks and high flying, he was ground-based, that mat style, that grappler style. And then he was making, he was forcing those other wrestlers to make mistakes, and he was capitalizing on them and winning.
Fine example right there, Doug Williams taking it to the ground. Here's a roll-up and a cover. Nope, not enough to even get a quick one count there. Robbie E, quick to get out of that.
Two completely different type of people here.
Yeah, you couldn't get any polar
Yeah,
opposites. I mean,
listen,
this is really...
You got my man there, Doug Williams, who sips on tea and crumpets. You know, spotted dick and stuff like that in his native land of England.
Sure.
And then you got, Robbie E, who's
probably more of an energy drink sipper.
Energy drink in Jersey, eating cannolis. You know what I mean?
No question. Head to toe, different athletes. But I'll tell you what, both can get it done in the ring. As Doug Williams is doing just that. And Robbie E once again rolls out. Probably wasn't expecting...
the onslaught right there of... oh, wait, hold on. It's not on the list. Dude, you're wrestling a match. We're talking about the list.
Oh! Whoa! Doug Williams. Talk about going off the X Division scale a little bit. Well, he just jumped right back on it, flew through the ropes, and connected. Look at this.
Whoa.
From Swansea, Wales.
Well, former members of the British invasion, both these men.
Yeah, well, you know, I'll tell you what. I'm not so sure that, Doug being an Englishman and Robbie T from Swansea, Wales, I think there's a little dissension there between those two areas.
Yeah, but am I incorrect in saying that they were both part of the British invasion? I mean,
well, they are, yeah, of course.
They were.
Now on opposite ends of the fence.
Well, you didn't elaborate. I brought it up. You blew me off. I mean, I get that from TNA all the time on Impact. Blown off. I'm not a fan of that.
Well, of course, you throw Magnus in the mix as well. He has certainly found a lot of success now with a new tag team partner in Samoa Joe. So the British invasion, I mean, you talk about done. Looks as though this is a next chapter unfolding right now from... Oh, wait a minute. Wow. Over the top rope, and the referee did not see it. And Robbie T just looks on like nothing happened. Unbelievable. Robbie champion. He has the upper hand in this Xplosion matchup. World Television title on the line. We are back. World Television title match here on Xplosion. It's Robbie E. Right hands to the forehead of Doug Williams, the challenger. And this matchup, throughout the commercial break, it was Robbie E with the upper hand. And it all turned, that momentum turned, when Robbie T grabbed the top rope. Doug Williams went flying over the top rope and really broke the momentum. And it has been all Robbie E since then.
Yeah, well, that's what you want to do right now. If you're Robbie E, you got the opportunity to keep Douglas Williams down. But now he's stopping that attack. He should have just kept rolling with it. Now he's going to fist pump. Alrighty.
Little show, but I'll tell you what. Went for the cover now. Here we go. 2. Not enough to get Doug Williams. A 15-year veteran, Doug Williams.
15-year veteran for sure, well-traveled. Been everywhere, as we pointed out earlier before the break. And, well, Robbie
has had some just epic battles, too. I got to mention, Taz. I mean, we sure just came from England, from Wembley Arena. And I'll tell you what, I'll never forget the day that Ric Flair and Doug Williams went one-on-one in Wembley Arena several years back for the Maximum Impact tour we were doing, and really just tore the house down. What an incredible night it was for Doug Williams. He said one of the most memorable nights of his life, getting in the ring with the Nature Boy Ric Flair, no question.
Oh, I'm sure that was amazing for sure. Definitely.
Now, trying to make it another amazing night in his life by capturing the World Television Championship. Douglas Williams gets some momentum to his feet now. Able to break that headlock from Robbie E, and not so fast. Here's a cover. 1, 2.
Right there, that's the veteran Doug Williams. You're not going to pin him that easily. I know you're the television champion there, Robbie E, but it's not that simple with Douglas Williams.
Big reversal now. Oh, wait.
God.
Right in that upper thigh area.
You call it upper thigh, I call it yam bag region. Whatever way you want to call it, it hurts.
Lower yam bag.
Don't cover the whole area. You say yam bag area or region.
Gotcha. Didn't learn that one in anatomy, but I'll tell you what, I'll take your word for it. Here we go. Doug to the midsection and a big uppercut. Those big right uppercuts.
And look at oh, nice, beautiful backdrop by Douglas Williams. A rugged Brit. He's rolling here.
Elbow to the second rope now. From the outside.
Baited him in right there. Douglas Williams baited in. Robbie E, oh, just got his jaw jacked with that back elbow.
Ooh. So close, almost a new television champion here on Xplosion. Doug Williams looking to capitalize now. Has the momentum. Robbie E blocks it with 2 big elbows, and now it's Doug Williams. Look at that, Taz. Suplex right over the top.
Yes, beautiful exploding of the hips right there. And again, that experience of being a true grappler. He wants that rolling chaos theory suplex, but big Robbie T got on the apron here.
Referee Brian Stifler distracted as
rolling chaos. Well, that's because Robbie T held that leg of Robbie E. That helped.
Yeah, it sure did. And that went. Oh, wow. Big DDT. Here's the cover from the World Television Champion. Robbie E is victorious.
Here's your winner and still your TNA Television Champion, Robbie E.
And with a little assistance from his cohort, Robbie T, who grabbed the leg. And that was the breaking point of the match. The momentum turned as Robbie E able to successfully defend his World Television Championship against Doug Williams. What a matchup. It's JB Jeremy Boratch back here on Xplosion. Let me bring in right now my good friend, Mr. Doug Williams. And Doug, we saw the matchup earlier tonight. Robbie E, Robbie T. I mean, obviously, might as well call it a handicap match with those two out there.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, once again, Robbie T seems to want to interject himself into the match. inopportune moment. No TV title for Douglas Williams, I'm afraid.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you what, the fans in the United Kingdom, certainly so supportive of you. We had a great time last month at the fan party in Nottingham. You were out there signing autographs, had a great time with all the great fans. And I know, you know, the UK tour is such a special tour, and to be part of it, once again, fantastic.
That's right, you know, and I might be biased saying this, but, you know, the UK fans, most passionate fans in the whole world, Impact Wrestling, TNA, we come there once a year. If I had my way, we'd be there much more often. But yeah, it's always a great time when we're there. As you well know, JB, you're a, you know, frequent visitor.
I'm almost an honorary Brit at this point.
Well,
yeah, you welcome me?
Let's not push it.
Let's not go crazy,
let's
right?
Not crazy, yeah.
Right,
you know.
Okay. Well, nonetheless, Douglas Williams, of course, class act and a proud Brit and one of the best of all time, no question about it, here on Xplosion.